Sophie's heart blasted like a cannon shot. The hooded man gave her a sharp move of his head, telling her in no uncertain terms how to answer the leader's questions. Sophie searched the whites of his eyes, gleaming through the darkness under his hood. She turned back to her questioners. "Yes," she said. "Agatha is your enemy. The school is behind these attacks. Tedros must die." The crowd thundered like a shaken beef. Wyan gazed at Sophie from the throne. Suddenly, Aaron accosted him, clenching a large scroll of parchment. Sophie didn't wait to see what it was about. With Wyan distracted, she rushed into the room, heading straight for where she had glimpsed the hooded man. But she couldn't see him anymore, with the leaders crowded around tables, frantically conversing and pointing at their wings, their voices rising. Behind her, Wyan and Aaron argued over a map, the Snake's Quest map, except from this angle, it looked like all the figurines on it were gone. I must be seeing it wrong, Sophie thought. But then she caught Wyan looking up, searching for her. Sophie ducked along the rims of the tables in a squat, scooting towards the back of the room. She could see leaders streaming out the doors, asking maids to call their transports, while others remained in heated debate. She spotted the ice strands of Frostblings and the Queen of Gillican together in the corner, conjuring a magical fire before burning their wings at the same time. Crackle, wish, pop. Sophie, the Queen of John Jolie called, hurrying towards her. Sophie dove under the table, crawling through a maze of legs and chairs, past jeweled boots and waggled humps, hearing the sounds of voices and crackling fires and dozens more wings burning and popping, until she slid under the very last table and came out the other end, precisely where the hooded man had been sitting. Only he wasn't there anymore. All that was left of him was his royal placard, his name blinking and swirling on the front. Sophie crumbled into his chair, her heart shrinking. Had she imagined him? Had she lied to the rulers for no reason, and lost her chance to save herself and her friends? Had she just ensured the Tedros' death? She took the placard into her shaking palms. That's when she saw it. On the back of the card, in tiny magical letters that evaporated, she read them. Make him think you're on his side. Sophie looked up. One was striding towards her, Pyrus flanking him. Stealthily, she turned the card over, seeing the name of the man who had left the message in a forest green script. The King of Merry Men. The last word mouthed as it disappeared, winking like a challenging fairy. Merry Man. Merry Man. Merry Man. Agatha, one true king. Tedros will die unless we stop the execution, said Agatha, standing in the shadows of the schoolmaster's window, Lance Ming's message glowing in the sky behind her. And if he dies, the woods belongs to Ryan. The woods belongs to a madman. Two madmen. Our world is at stake. We can't let them win, not without giving Tetros a chance to fight for his throne. She took a deep breath. But first, we need to get out of this tower with those wise men seeing us. Her army stared back at her, packed like sardines into Dean Sophie's chamber. If one plans to execute Tetros as dawn, then the other captives are in danger too, Clarissa included, Professor Manley said, eyeing his fellow teachers. Agatha's right. We have to make a move. Professor Animan swallowed. How many men are still down there? Agatha inched to the side of the window between coaching first years and peeked through. Some of one's men roamed the grounds in front of the schools, hacking through lily pads with their swords, while the red and yellow flowers snarled and strangled them. Through the glass of Goose Castle, Agatha saw others prowling Hansel's heaven, smashing the candidates, which blanched sticky sugar in defense, growing them to walls like flies in a web. There were more pirates skulking around the school for evil, lighting smoke bombs in the corridors to snuff out their prey, only to have the bombs rebound and blast them off balconies. Alarms screeched from both castles as more magical safeguards activated, thwarting the guards' advance. But for every man folded by the school defenses, there were 10 more sliding through the hole in the shield over the north gates, armed with weapons and brandishing lit torches against the dark. Agatha! Professor Animan pushed. Agatha turned to her hoops. They're everywhere! She shoved down her panic. We need to think. There has to be a way into the woods without them seeing us. What would Clarissa do? Professor Uma asked the teachers. She'd use every spell in her book to blast those goons. Manny spat. Come on, Sheba, Emma, all of you. We'll fight them ourselves. He made a move to stand up, but blue fireballs shot across the chamber, electrifying him and knocking him to the ground.